Yeah, fancy on the top, whatever on the bottom. Biatch. Good morning, class. I did a look on my Instagram page doing fake freckles. It does make your skin look a little bit more healthy. You can have healthy skin and not have freckles, so don't take it that way. But for me personally, when I have freckles, like, you don't notice like things like my large pores. You don't look directly at like if I have any blemishes or anything like that, which I do at the moment. So, but what you see is like your eyes gravitate more towards like this area of your face. Like, this is something that like makeup artists use all the time. If you want something to look extremely natural, freckles are your best friend. So this is gonna be for very natural looking freckles. This isn't gonna be something where your freckles are gonna be very obvious, very natural, not anything completely noticeable. Like, if people are looking for your freckles, they're gonna see them. If they're not looking, probably not gonna say much. Like, later on I'm going to the gym and I'm totally gonna be that bitch with a face of makeup. At least it's not like cake like I like it, but I could probably fool a couple of people. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So start with whatever you like. If you wanna do a flawless canvas, you go for it. However, if you do go that way, don't expect your freckles to look very natural, because your face is gonna look extremely flawless and then you have freckles. Like, it's just not gonna, if you can make it look very natural, good for you. But for me, when I do that, my freckles look extremely fake. And that's not what we're going for. We're going for realism. But I've already taken a few steps before I started. Like, I used a BB cream, so I used something with very light coverage. I didn't want to cover up all of my flaws because that does kind of help your skin look a little bit more natural. I've already got my brows done, my eyes are done. I did the basic way. I just like slapped on some mascara, curled my lashes, and I just have like a tinted lip balm on, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So the first method that I'm going to show you of how to put on your fake freckles is with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. The key to especially something as pigmented as this is to go with something that matches your undertones. So mine are kind of neutral, slightly warm. And if you have cooler undertones, use something that's a little bit more on the ashy side. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a detailer brush, or just a really tiny eyeliner brush, and I'm dipping it in there and I'm wiping the excess on the back of my hand. You want to dot them on very sporadically. Like, you want to do clusters here and there. It's kind of one of the big tips, is making them extremely random. You don't want to do this Pippi Longstocking shit where they are obviously drawn on. You want them to be all different shapes, all different sizes. It is going to look the most natural universally is if you use different colors and different ways of applying it, because that way you're gonna easily get different sizes of freckles. You're gonna get different colors, which is exactly what natural freckles do. They don't all come out the same color. I actually use at least 2 of these ways that I'm gonna show you. But the second way that you can do it, I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Taupe. It's like very neutral, it's not too ashy. So that's why I'm using it, because the other one is very warm, and then this one is a little bit more on the neutral side. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just randomly placing the freckles anywhere that I feel that it's necessary. Just use your artistic eye. Use what you think is the most natural. Just don't try to, like, you know, do uniform freckles, because that doesn't look natural. Something that is a little bit easily more accessible, you can also take like a contouring powder or a bronzer and use the same detailer brush or whatever you would like, and you can just dip it in there very lightly and just speckle those on. The problem that I face with using a powder is that they don't last as long. If you want something that is gonna last you all day and like people are like, damn, they look like real freckles, I would go with something like the Dip Brow. A really good alternative would be like the NYX waterproof eyebrow gel. Other ways that you can do it, if you want to achieve different sizes, you can use like the pointy ends on like a pair of tweezers. Just don't fucking stab your skin. Please don't do that. Don't be a dummy. Just very lightly tap your tweezers in there, and because there's 2 ends to it, you can actually kind of stipple it in a different way. And when you do it like that, it helps the randomness, but it also helps size differentiation. If you want to go the extra mile, I would say to take a bronzer, and I'm just using the e.l.f. Blush brush. Take a bronzer, something that you normally use, and go over the places where the sun hits you, anywhere that you put those freckles, and just very lightly go over. Use a more of a red tone bronzer, or if you're like me and you don't have one of those, just use like a more red toned or sort of orangey blush and go over the same way, but very, 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 very lightly. Because if you go over too much, then it looks fake. You look like you're orange. And if you brushed anyway, like if you use the powder method, just go back over that and it'll add some sort of dimension, because you're gonna have ones that you put on initially and then you're gonna kind of wipe it away and kind of diffuse the defined one, like the defined freckles that you added, and it's gonna look like you have natural freckles. Tip, if you go a little too ham on certain freckles, like if you used a color that you felt like you look at the end, you're like, damn, that's dark, or like you're in the process of applying it, what you can do is like tap on where you put that on. So like if you were to go just a little bit too dark somewhere, just go ahead and tap on it. And like if that doesn't work, go over it with like a powder foundation very lightly, don't shellac it on. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know down in the comments what you think of this video, what you think I should film next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!